Good morning, all you lovely people. Welcome back to the Grumpy Old Git on a Friday. Weather-wise, we're back to that murky, cloudy, grey haze. It's supposed to rain here, but hey, you can't believe everything the Met Office tell you, can you? Well, Trump's been and gone. And what happened? Well, he had his cosy little chats at some point with old Big Ears. Unfortunately, we'll never know what was said there unless Trump blurts something else, but apparently it was all very courteous and cordial. But it's what he said after the meetings yesterday. With Starmer and co, obviously. But Trump did have a couple of cheeky digs at his speech in front of Charlie Boy, but we'll leave them aside for a minute. But the first cringe came after his meeting was when him and Trump addressed the big wigs. You know, have a chat with them, give their bullshit. People like bankers, investors, people in the know. Some political people. All the people that are helping or trying to help. Don't know why Rachel from accounts was there, because she's the dumbest bitch going. But yeah, it was 20 minutes of Starmer trying to get his nose as far as he could up Trump's ass, praising him and the touching, oh yes, I like him. Unbelievable. But the fun came with the press conference after that. And Starmer totally fell apart, basically, stuttering, mumbling. Because he had no script in front of him. He didn't have a fucking clue what to say. But he went through the whole conference lying through his teeth, gaslighting. And this is all for the world press to see. The world is actually seeing now and agreeing what a fucking idiot he is. But the lies and the gaslighting were just off the scale, totally. Immigration. Trump was there saying what they've done in America. They've got no illegals coming in. They've got rid of thousands that were already there. And he did say what's being allowed to happen here is very, very bad. Well, we know that. Starmer just mumbled a load of crap. He did mention the French deal. Yeah, the one that cost us hundreds of millions to return, 3 now? Where we can get upwards of nearly 1,000 a day coming in. He's removed 3. Take no notice of the other 34,000 they say they've deported. That's fuck all to do with the illegals that are coming across the channel. But he was squirming all the way through, Starmer. And the questions come up again today. Will Starmer be proscribing Antifa? Well, Trump said they were going to. And all Starmer could say was, we will make our own decision. We? You mean you prick? No decision you've ever made since you got in as Prime Minister has been good for us, so I won't hold up any hope of that. He's not going to make one of his main protagonists causing conflict in this country to be made illegal. Because that way he'd have to make the police illegal as well, wouldn't he? But but yeah, losing them, he's never going to allow it. He knows they're causing the conflicts that he wants to see in this country, shall we say. But Trump played an absolute blinder when he passed the question on free speech over to Starmer. I thought that was a brilliant move by him. You know, first of all, he started blurting out how he's been baptised and he's led a Christian life and it's his religion. He's a lifelong Christian. So there you go, Abdul. He's one of the infidels. Still like him, do you? Still want to vote for him? But, you know, he can... They can hate him as much as we do now, basically, with what he said there. But then he launched into, under the same question, the protection of the kids, and all that sort of bollocks, even though he was specifically asked about over 1,000 people that have faced arrest in 1 year for Facebook and social media posts. Nope, he just carried banging on about paedophiles. Yes, that bill, the online safety bill, was to protect the kids, but as we knew, even from the way it was worded before it was passed, it was more about silencing the dissenters, the people that don't like him, the people that disagree with him. You know, can someone explain how a meme, yeah, even if a bit risque and a bit over the top, can hurt a child? Or disagreeing with the government can hurt a child? Or, God forbid, talk about certain minority groups. What he came out with there was total misdirection. And the thing was, it was fucking obvious for everybody to see. Absolutely obvious. Every time this twat opens his mouth, he makes himself look worse and worse. Every time. And again, at the end of the questions, he was asked about the Mandelson issue. And yeah, all he said was that I made a decision. That's it. That was all he could say. But all of this, what he came out with about protecting the kids, is an absolute load of bollocks. You know, it's drawing the attention away from the fact that they're holding up the start of the grooming gangs inquiry, which we knew they would because they're up to their fucking necks in that. You know, I don't think they'll let it happen. They're trying everything to stop it happening. Well, you won't, because that's as big an issue as immigration in this country at the moment, and it won't get dropped by the public, Starmer. Oh, hello. Okay. But yeah, they don't want that to happen. And now with the Hillsborough law in place, as I've said before, he said everybody will be held to account and everything will be visible. Well, I'm not holding up any breath on that. We know it ain't going to happen. You know he won't tell the truth. We know he won't expose himself. Well, shouldn't have used that phrase really, because that was you know why. But do we need any more evidence to point that this fucking idiot must go, and go now? Right, I'm going to leave that there for today, folks. Don't want to get too wound up before the weekend. But whatever you're doing, as always, enjoy it, but stay safe, stay strong, and stay absolutely free. Respects, guys.